What's good, YouTube? Today we are back with some more Final Fantasy 15, and today we're going to be making some money. And to do that, the best way is by doing Justice Monsters 5. When you get to chapter 8 or 9, I don't remember which one, you travel to the city on the water, Altisia. And there is a little side arcade that's kind of tucked away in the back of the map. And at said, quote, little arcade is a Justice Monsters 5 that you can play for 10,000 gil, which is what you're going to need to do this method. And what the return on it is 500k. So turning 10k to 500k is something I will take every day of the week. Thankfully, you can save right next to the pinball machine, or the Justice Monsters 5 machine, I mean. So if something doesn't go your way, you can just turn around, reload your save, and try again. It did take me about an hour and a half to do this, but it is extremely reliant on your luck. So do take that into mind when trying to go for this. Don't get frustrated, take your time. I mean, I got like 1.3 million score by the time I got to 99 boxes, which is quite a lot of points considering how much points you get for killing an enemy. There are a couple things that you should know while trying to go for this. The main goal to get the boxes is to bounce off of the bumpers on the left and right and in the middle. Every time you hit one, the bar in the middle of the backboard will increase by a little bit until it rises all the way up, at which point one of those bubbles on the left or right will fill in, and you'll have a little roulette that you'll have to just watch and let it do it. You cannot manipulate it, you can't hit X, you can't change anything. It is completely random. What you're looking for is 3 treasure chests or 2 treasure chests. Getting 2 treasure chests will increase your treasure chest count in the upper left corner by 2. Getting 3 will increase it by 5. And that's what you're going for. Ultimately, you do want to get the 5s, but 2s are always nice as well. Some other things you can get are health increase, damage all the enemies on the current map, increase your tech bar so you can use hero tech. What was the other one? Oh, and increase your score, which everything else is helpful in its own way aside from the score as far as I know. I haven't seen anything that keeps track of the score. I've exited and gone back in. I don't see any high scores or anything like that either. So really the 3 things that you're really looking for is health, and treasure chests, obviously, and damage enemies is sort of useful, but really it's not all that useful. Biggest tip I can say is hit L2 and hit X once, and it'll tell you the elemental wheel on there, which will definitely help, because if you're using an enemy that's weak to fire, which all of the quote boss fights use, you definitely don't want to use that because you'll get hit with a lot more damage as opposed to using the ice elemental based hero there and doing double damage to the boss and killing it faster. Another trick I would definitely recommend is trying to get all of your roulette chances before going to the boss fight. I usually try and go for it as soon as they go to wave 1. That way I don't have to stress about it later on. It'll take care of itself. Another thing is that you can only get 4 chances per quote mission, I guess is what you could call it. Usually it's wave 1, wave 2, and then a boss appears. Or it's wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and then a boss appears. So Do take that into account. I did test it. It doesn't increase anymore. One of the big things is using the charge ability in a specific manner. Like the Float Eye, who is a dark elemental. Using his charge, it's really difficult. You can't really control it because he kind of just does a U. So he bounces off the side wall, which is useful to hit those bumpers on the left and right, and then shoot across and try and hit another one. But that right there, guys, is 99. I kinda was in shock and was like, oh my god, I just got 99. Here it is, the Wind-Up Lord Vexos. Me getting it. I know you guys can get it too. Here it is on the map. Like I said, it's kind of tucked away here. Just travel to that location and it's right there, right next to the gondolier. Next, you're going to want to travel to the Leville station. That's where the closest vendor is. And you can just sell it right then and there. It's also where the hotel is in case you are in chapter 15 and want to go back to Lead or Loctus. I don't remember what the continent is called, to be honest with you. I always forget what it is. Lucius, that's it. So
How are you today?
here it is. It is in the treasures chat, or the treasures tab. So you will find it there. Don't look in a lot of leisure goods or that. It's right there in treasures. As you see, 500k. So you're half a millionaire. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe.